Should I not like that? Should I like it? I don't know. Hey there, this is your Matthew to my Thomas Hands. Dude, I'm here with another video, and today I'd like to talk about the new James Gunn Superman suit that he just posted on his Instagram. Now, I know people already were talking about the suit, and it'd be weird for me to just talk about it, but hey, I was sick and I had work, so I'd personally like to talk about what I think about the suit. Now, when you first look at it, it's really strange by, everything that's in. There's a, giant explosion in the back. There's Superman just putting up his boots. And honestly, I actually like that pose that he's actually in. I know people keep saying that, oh, we don't like it that much because it's not as impactful as it is. But I think that kind of goes into what James Gunn is trying to do with this film. That Superman is not, the high top character that we all know and love. Not that he isn't, but that's just how down to earth he is. I think that's what we forget about Superman a lot of time, that he is a down to earth guy. So him just putting on the suit is that reflection to that. And the fact that he looks battle damaged and that he looks tired is like he's an actual person. He may have all these powers, but he's not. He doesn't mean he can't just get tired and all stuff, which I really like. And another reason why I say this is because Alex Ross, the artist of Kingdom Come, posted a picture of another comic where he drew Superman in that exact pose because Superman was tired, which I think is a cool reference if that's the point. That's outside the suit, but also what's with the background? That kind of ruins the vibe. It could have been nice if he was just in a house. I don't know. But the actual suit itself, I looked into it and immediately I was ready to bash the suit in entirety because it had things that I genuinely do not like about certain costumes. The over design on the suit, the lines and everything like that. And people are saying that it looks like it's homemade. I honestly don't see it that much, but if it is, it'd be nice because then it could be like, his mom made it. But what kind of crafting skill does his mom have to be able to make that suit? Because that is some dang, like what kind of material?
They don't call them tights for nothing.
That's the other thing, the material that they use for it. It goes into things that I'm not really a fan of with Superman. The fact that Superman is very military in this form. And I know that this version of Superman is basically supposed to be a mix of literally every version of Superman there is. Where we got the Kingdom Come Superman logo. Same thing with the logo. We have the yellow on the outside like the old 1940s Superman cartoon, where we got the turtleneck of the New 52 Superman suit, and with the color scheme of the original Superman costume with the red and yellow. And also, this is actually something I do like about the combination, even though I just mentioned things I don't like. The fact that this Superman shows that he has trunks. I was so excited when I saw that. That's why I said that this costume gave me so many weird vibes about it. Like, I did not like it when I first immediately saw it, mainly because of the turtleneck. Loved it because it had the cool Superman logo, but I also didn't like that it had so much lines. But then also I felt that he has trunks and it looks so great. But then it also has the fact that it looks too textured and looks too puffy. That's another thing that I'm not a huge fan on with this Superman suit. The puffiness of it. It doesn't make him look strong. And I know people are saying that the suit looks very baggy, which I do agree with. It looks too baggy. And the problem is I heard that this suit was made by the same people that made the Guardians of the Galaxy suits. And I'm no shame to those suits specifically, but this is Superman. I don't think that type of suit belongs with Superman. Superman is meant to look like he is very strong outside the suit. And I'm not saying that you need to see like some abs everywhere on the suit. If you look back at the Kingdom Come suit, there isn't any real abs. It shows the muscles that would realistically show through spandex. And that's kind of what I was hoping that this version of Superman's suit looks like. I do like the brightness of the suit. Even though it looks dirty, you can actually see where it's not dirty. It actually shows that it's bright, which is nice. The cape itself, I think it's fine. I don't know how I feel about this. And people are maybe bashing that this looks worse than the Henry Cavill suit. And I'm going to be very completely honest. I don't care what you tell me. You may hate me for this entire video, for just this specific thing. I think this looks better than the Man of Steel suit. I know people say, man, it looks glorious and all that stuff, but it kind of ruins the point of Superman. First of all, when I say that this suit looks weird with all the lines, that suit, when it's super dark, so hard to tell. The red is barely red, the blue is barely blue, the yellow is barely yellow. Don't like that. There is literally no belt, there is no trunks, and you may hate me for that, and I keep seeing people hating on the trunks, which, I don't know what you are gonna do about that. I already had to deal with the fact that, he's having the Kingdom Come logo, and now the turtleneck. But hey, I may not like it, but it could be different in the film itself. And I have to get used to that. That's okay. This is a new interpretation of Superman that's mixed with different versions of him. And I know people are going to say that it really worries them with all the texture. And don't get me wrong, I am really worried about this too. But don't forget, there will be CGI in this movie. They're probably going to fix it up with CGI to make it look better, because when he flies, I think the bagginess is more for the actor to be able to move in it more comfortably, instead of just it being too tight where he can't really move that much, if that makes sense. I don't know if that was going to happen. The reason I say that is because that's what they did for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show. They had the actual actor who played Falcon wear the costume, but the thing is, the neck piece did not kept opening. So in CGI, in post, they just shrunk it down for that matter. So that's what it made me think for this suit, that they're gonna, shrink it down to his body, which still don't see the need really like that, to be honest, but I'm trying to think of it in a way where I will like it. And again, there have been suits in the past where we don't necessarily like it that much, like the Batman in The Batman. His suit, people did not like when it was first coming out. Even I really did not like it. It looked too weird, too bulky, and all that stuff. And it looked really funky, especially from everything they were showing us. But then in the film, it was shown so beautifully. And even though it's not one of my favorite suits, I still liked it. It all depends on the presentation. Maybe that's the point. Maybe this entire thing of it not looking exactly like the Superman suit we all love is the point of the film. That this version of Superman is not the Superman that we all know and love. He is the one growing up. Yes, and people are saying, wasn't that what the Man of Steel version was supposed to be? Yeah, but that was done terribly. The thing about Superman is that he is a lovable guy. He is meant to be a friend to cry on. He is meant to be a father figure to the world. And you may say that that's not realistic. What kind of reality do you live where people can't be like that? That's kind of sad in my mind. But people like this do exist, where they're friendly, they're kind. And yes, they may have demons, which Superman has demons. Superman has problems. Superman can't save everyone. That's his worry all the time. Like in the Superman comic where he was sitting down, laying down really upset, in that same comic that Alex Ross drew, Superman was upset because he tried to save everyone, but couldn't, either because it was illegal and he couldn't get past that, or it would cause more harm than help. But maybe that's the point, that he doesn't fit into his costume, if that makes sense. What if that's the point, that this version of Superman does not fit well in his own costume? And then this could be my just over analyzing it, but this could be not even his final costume. I know it'd be weird because that's what they're showing us, but what if this is just his young suit, if that makes sense? Not that this is just going to be like, how the MCU has done it, where it's new suit every other film, but I'm saying that this is a suit that he realizes needs to change for the modern world to be more hopeful, and maybe he'll get the no collar anymore, or maybe it'll be shrunk down, that by the end of the film, he will feel like the Superman I want to. Because remember, we've had details of all these other characters showing up, basically telling him how to be a superhero. And he has to basically rise above that. And that's how I see this version of the suit. There's a lot of things that I don't like right now. But maybe in the film itself, it will look amazing. But again, this is just my ideas on how the suit will be. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe this will just be the entire suit and I have to deal with it and it won't look good in camera. But I have to trust in James Gunn for this, because he's done a lot of things that I love. He's worked on the Scooby-Doo movies. He's worked on the Guardians of the Galaxy films. He's done the Suicide Squad film. And those have been such great interpretations of the media they're in. So I trust James Gunn for all that fact. And maybe you're saying I'm a James Gunn tail writer, whatever that term is. But I don't know. I trust in him, even though there's some stuff in the film that I've heard that I am really worried about. I have to believe he knows what he's doing on this front. And if everything I said is not going to be shown in the movie, all I'd really like is for Superman to have the S on the back of the suit. That's all I want. I want Superman to have the S on the back of the suit. That bright yellow S. Please. But hey, if there's nothing else, I hope everyone has a good day. What do you think of the costume? What do you think of the actual way it's presented, the pose, everything like that? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Was this video too late to make? I really like all of your opinions. And if there's nothing else, I hope to see everyone in the next video.